Hello everybody, welcome to the video, and today we're going to be trying, or I'm going to be trying I should say, I'm going to try to put a 5.25" floppy drive with all this stuff into a modern desktop computer. How this is going to work out, I don't know. This is my gaming computer running Windows 10, and it's going to have an old like Windows 95 looking feature in it, so that's interesting to know. Let's just get started here, and I don't know how it's going to work out. Alright, bottom faceplate is off. I'm doing the bottom one because I don't know how exactly I'm going to mount this, like with screws in there. Oh my god, I think I'm breaking this floppy drive as I'm holding it. Jesus. I'm going to put it down for a second. Alright, first time ever putting a disk drive into a computer in general. First time putting a floppy drive in here. This thing was just giving me a hard time, I kid you not. But hey, I finally managed to get it in. So, Floppy controller. I'm gonna put the other side panel back on real quick. So, a lot of y'all are probably wondering why did you put it in the bottom bay as opposed to the top bay. Well, I don't know how these things work, like these drive bays work, you know. Little did I know there's actually like the way I don't know how they hold it in. This is my first time putting a drive in here, okay? Don't blame me. But yeah, so in case it were to fall, it has literally no room to fall. These drives are old as heck, so they could probably break really easily. And this floppy drive is actually surprisingly heavy for a disk drive for me. Like, I don't know if CD-ROMs and DVD drives are heavy, like heavy. This was surprised. I was actually surprised at this thing weighed. So I'm sure this drive added some weight to this sucker. But yeah. So oh my gosh, I really need to do some cable management in this computer. I'll tell you that much. So this guy. This is probably the not so confusing. I don't know how I'm gonna mount this thing in here. What is this? What is this? What? Is this supposedly its mounting brackets? How would you mount this? Like, I don't know how to work. I don't know where you mount this thing, but ow, my voice. But yeah. Where would you mount this? There's literally nowhere to mount it. What's this? Brackets on other side to install in HDD bay, hard drive bay. What? How would you install in this? How are these installed? Should I check that out? I don't know. Like, what? First of all, this thing is tiny. Never mind, actually. Hold up. Oh. Really just slide right on in there as if it's a hard drive. Look at that. Wow. Now exactly how you get in here is beyond me. How would you get in there? Should I just let it dangle around in there and do what it wants? Like, I don't know. When I saw this thing was called with mounting brackets, I thought it was gonna be like one of these things, like where it holds the like these cards in place. I thought it was gonna be like one of those. I didn't think it'd be this confusing mechanism of junk. Wait, do they rotate? I think they rotate. Oh, they rotate. Okay, that I guess helps a little bit. And by that I mean not much. I still don't know how you'd mount this thing in here to begin with. Or wait, maybe I'm the biggest idiot in the world. Hold on a second. I'm gonna need the camera for light here, because it looks like it just, and as a second like angle viewer. I don't know if I got the right drive here, bay or not. Looks like it just screws right in there. Right on in there. In a very awkward looking position. Should I flip it on its side? Like, maybe put it in right? That. Oh my gosh, this thing is like so loose. I'll tell you that much. I'm not trying to break you here, hello. God. Yeah, it looks like it just mounts right on in there, so I'm gonna try that. What I should do before installing this, because I'm the biggest dummy in the world again, is figuring out this confusing mechanism of junk. This is the floppy cable that it came with. And these floppy cables are a little confusing to plug in. You gotta match up pin 1 here. And pin 1 is on the cable is marked by the red cord. And pin 1 is marked on the thing itself right there. So it should just slide on in like that. Pin 1 should be plugged in correctly. The other edge should plug into the drive itself, which I will get to in a second. I'm going to make this video pretty boring because I literally cannot see this without a flashlight in there, and it's getting a little confusing. So I'm just going to mount y'all on the computer somewhere. Like, I don't know how I'm going to set y'all down in a place. I really need to like get this stupid thing in there, and it's getting a little confusing with this cable and whatnot. I'm gonna edit this out of the video. So I'm gonna do it because I really need this light. Oh my gosh. Maybe I will, that is. This is being confusing. Wait, am I out? I'm putting it on the right way. It just mounts in there so awkwardly. Like, okay. If I can just hold it in, that stands right there. Hold on. Gotta love me. I lost the screws. Now I gotta put it back into place here. See how lovely I am. Well, looks like it's in there. Now, I'm not even gonna bother doing the other side because, I mean, all this is in the way, the fans of the computer and whatnot. So I'm not even gonna bother with that side. That side just looks like it's gonna be a confusing mess. So there's the, oh my gosh, focus. There's the screw right there. It's the metal piece. I'm also gonna take one of these off, and one of these panels here off, because interestingly enough, oh my god, where did this come from? I just find this on my sock. What, huh, what is this? Where did I find this? I don't know, but yeah, interesting. So I don't know how I would get a... Ooh, no. I think I just screwed myself over trying to figure out how I would even get this in there with the side panel on. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yay. Interesting. Yeah, really. That's gonna be a nice thing to mess with. I want to see if there's any other side on the other screws on the other side. Look like there is. Nice. Yeah. Fun. Face slap. This is interesting, man. Don't hire me. Very interesting. I'm not be able to do this. Well, I guess this is gonna have to do for now. Like, really. This is the most horrifying thing I think I've seen. But it works. Literally the worst thing ever. Took the other side panel back off to even make this work. So got that. It's coming out the other end now by my disk drives. Or not my disk drives, on my hard drives, I mean. Yeah. This is a really disgusting design, I'm guessing. I don't know if this is even a design flaw. No, wait, no, wrong cable. Now you get this in there, which should be easier. Hopefully, anyways. Alright, USB cable. I hope it's in there. And there's only one way to find that out, actually. I'll have to look back in the video to see if that's in there, but if you can see it even at all. But I'd suppose it's not. And I guess I'm the biggest dummy where I'm just checking myself by taking a picture of it. Alright, I looked back in the video feed. I'm just gonna assume that means that's in there now. Oh my god, dude, are you really that short of a cable? You can at least get past my SSD, dude. Oh my gosh. Interesting. But, yeah, there's only one way. I'm gonna try to put this in there. Let's see here. Let's see. Looks like that should just go in there like this on the drive, the floppy drive. Oh my gosh. I don't want to like bend, like destroy this cable. That's why I'm being stupid careful with it. Okay. I don't know what I was talking about earlier. I may have been talking about something, but this is how it is right now currently. Cable in there. And it basically just goes up the back. That I'll have to really manage that because that looks ugly. It just sticks out like that right by my SSD. So yeah, when I get the side panel, that's gonna just about fix that. But if y'all can suggest me how I can make this USB internal, please tell me how, because I really do not like this. Like, the fact that I had to make it stick out of my computer somehow and, you know, have that work the way it is, it's just ugly to me. It just looks very, very ugly. Now, because I didn't realize these were even here, so initially I said I was going to take one of these off, but decided not to. Nothing is going to be ugly as having this in there, and I don't want this in there, because to tell me this much, this is going to be one of the ugliest computer designs you'll probably ever see in your whole life. Like, literally, this is horrifying. Oh, this is the Molex connector. Now, I have my motherboard case cables that actually fit in there. However, I don't know if it's going to, like, just kill the drive or whatnot. So I'd assume that this is what I need, but that's going to be another thing y'all can try and suggest to me. Can I use a more modern day Molex connector or Molex connector, whatever, to power this instead of using an external one that its other end, by the way, plugs into a wall outlet? If y'all can suggest that to me, like, help me out here, that would be great. Because I don't want two power supplies in my computer, for one thing. Like, this looks ugly to begin with. I mean, look at this. Like, there's really no room for anything here. Like, ugh. This is going to be an interesting computer. Glad I'm not putting any more things in here. Glad I'm not trying to put an 8-inch drive in here, because if that were the case, oh my god, this computer would be stupid. Oh my gosh, just what am I going to do with my life? Alright, well, this is ugly. I basically give up on cable management. I mean, this is just the most disgusting thing ever. And to make things worse, the side panel that goes on here is literally that. It has glass on it, which means anyone can see this mess. But I say as long as it's not interfering with any of the fans in here, we should be fine. This is nice. Wow. Look at that right in front of my freaking CPU fan. God. Yeah, really, really, the way I love my designs. But yeah, another cable. I moved this one up to the one to the top. Another cable sticking out of the back. This is ugly. Somebody, please tell how I can get an internal USB and an internal power connector in here for this floppy drive. This is ugly. Oh my gosh. Oh, but yeah, now it's connected to power. Now I gotta screw this thing back up and put it in there. Plug it in and whatnot. It sucks that I have to do this because I don't know how else I'm gonna be able to do this without frying the floppy drive, whatever. This is just an interesting design overall. I suppose you, yeah, okay. So I think you had to put a floppy disk in there to not, a lot of people say that it's a good idea to have something in these drives when you're moving a computer around. So what I'm gonna do is this. Interesting, I don't want to do that, but I had to. So I'm just gonna do this. I hope this is the right way to, no, that's not the right way. This is the right way. Yeah, okay. Boom. Oh, hi. Boom. Okay, there you go. Some people say it's a good idea to do that, keep the internals from rattling around, so I'm just going to do that and hope that it works. And, you know, also, you're probably wondering what this is. This is the driver disk. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier in the video, but I probably did. So we're going to install some drivers too. Sucks, but it's whatever. And then, yeah. So, yeah, these are games, Double Dragon and whatnot. I think some of these are even Double Dragon 2. Yeah. It's also going to be interesting how I'm going to get this thing to work on my computer, you know? Like, Windows 10, it's Windows 10. These are probably old school MS-DOS. I mean, look at this. IBM. Okay, these are meant for old IBM computers. So I really don't know how I'm going to get this thing to work on Windows 10. This is going to be interesting. Alright, well, got the computer set up. Back up, that is. Very interestingly. Don't know how this thing's gonna work. But, yeah, let's just do this. Let's just set it back up now. Alright, so I suppose I have to install drivers, which is probably why it's not showing up. Let's make my own file in here. I usually install everything to my D drive because, you know, oops. The link to everything I'm using here will be in the description if you want to check everything out yourselves. My 3.5-inch drive is working, but my 5.25-inch, not quite yet. I just totally skipped it, didn't I? Oh, it's gonna make a file in there anyways. Whatever, I don't care. USB floppy, I guess? What? Start menu folder, USB floppy. What? I don't know. I'd like to know why it's not showing up at all on like my thing here. Should I try device manager? See if it's in there. TAC USB floppy. This device is working properly. Well, let me tell you something, dude. It's not working at all. Floppy disk drives. Try that. That's the 3.5-inch I have in here already. This is really gonna get interesting. Like, you're in there for one thing, you're not working or whatnot. I don't know why you're not. I also don't know why the sound for these speakers are sounding a little off, but they are. So whatever. I'm gonna try unplugging it and plugging back in, see if it makes a little noise. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh. Ooh, no computer noises, I see. That tells me something. You're not plugged in all the way. Quite obviously, that has to be the case. I hate my life. After some troubleshooting, I've determined that the cable, the USB cable there wasn't plugged in all the way. So now, I'm going to try it with the computer open in case I need to go back in there for some reason. So let's just see here. That's that one making the noise. So don't worry about that one. Don't worry about the one there. It's not making any interesting sounds. Okay, well, let's see. Let's see if the computer will give me any type of luck here. What's that? That was weird. Dang it. Wrong side, probably. That'd be the only other option I could suppose, right? I mean, this is the this thing right here, this little notch. I think it's it's right or read protector or whatever. I don't know. Let's try centering this little disc out more, maybe. I don't want to mess with that, but I just did. Screw me. It only makes a noise for like a second when I put it in that way. Put it in the other way, it makes it for like, it keeps doing it. It's just really weird. This is stupid. Device manager. I know it's plugged in all the way now. Wow. Alright, so I plugged the thing into my laptop, and because the actual hooking up to a computer part is via USB port. So I hooked up to my laptop, and I noticed in the device manager, which by the way runs Windows 8.1, that it shows LIB USB -Win32 devices. And so I'm like, okay, that's what it looks like in the device manager. So I put it back in my Windows 10 machine. Sure enough, there it is. It even says that it's the FC5025 floppy controller. And I'm trying to see if it needs any updates. And yeah, it looks like it kind of does. So we'll check back on you in a sec. What I find really weird is as I was messing around waiting for this thing to complete, I noticed that Windows 10 actually has a 5¼ disc icon. It's really weird as I was messing around. This isn't the actual thing, it's just I changed the icon of a new folder and whatnot. What's this one going to appear as? 3.5 inch. Okay, dude. See, it shows that Windows 10 still has native support for this stuff, though. Just look at that. I find this amazing, amusing and stuff. Okay. I'm trying to see what all these look like. Wow. Disc. Yep, that's the CD. So what the heck is this thing? Oh, what the heck? I'm discovering Windows, guys! Yay! I already saw that one. I'm discovering what Windows looks like. What's a printer icon? Expected. Just realized it's actually installing the October 2018 update as opposed to what I was looking for. So this may not be exactly what I want. Why does it have to be this way for me? I don't know what I'm doing. Events. Device install requested. Driver service added. Device installed. What? You're not installed. You're not working. Work! I repeat, you must walk. You must walk. Come on, dude, walk. Walk. You must walk. Just walk. Just walk. I know you're old. I know you're an old device. I know, Mr. Floppy Drive, you're an old device. Just walk for me. Please. Please. Walk. Just walk. The dying sounds of a 5.25-inch floppy drive. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. The dying sound of a 5.25-inch floppy drive. I didn't actually kiss it. I'm gonna put it in the wrong way on purpose. Now what's the kill itself? Why do these things smell so interesting? Why do they smell so good? Like after they're put in the disc in the floppy drive, why do they smell so good? Is that just me? Walk. Just walk. I want you to walk. I know floppy drives were something that everyone hated setting up back in the day, but here I am. I'm going through the pain for them in 2019. Please just walk. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm acting weird, though. I'm acting weird. Dun. You never want to work for me now. So will you please work for me now? I don't know what I'm doing. You never want to work for me. You're stuck at 85%. God, this phone is hot from the recording, but I don't care. Please go to 86. Please, oh, please work. And please stop eating my hard drive space. Please, oh, will you work for me? Please stop eating my hard drive space. Please work for me. It worked! Alright, so I decided that I was going enough trouble with this floppy drive, trying to get it to work. So I basically just took a break and school came along. So you are now seeing me recording a week later. And yeah, so now everyone is freezing cold. This deep freeze that the US is going through, but no one cares. So, God, what was that program called? Oh, great. This is the program. Disk, image, and browse. Now, my floppy disk isn't even listed in here, so I'm just going to choose something random. Disk contents, yeah, it's whatever. It's working. Wait, hold up. Actually, hold on, cancel that. Bummer. Did I put that in right? I had to have. Must check. Looks like I did. Okay, just wondering, because, you know, it's whatever. I don't even care what. So, yeah, now, output image directory. I should probably change that to that. Now, you don't have to change that. I just did because I like to save my things to my D drive as opposed to my C drive. And yes, so. Oh, wait, hold on, I forgot something. You may as well just make separate folders for each individual games I'm installing. Why is my floppy? Oh, my floppy disk was still sticking out. Right, hit. Oh, let's see what the game was. Okay, or whatever. As you can see, now the floppy disk is actually working. While I'm touching it. Now it's reading tracks. See, MS-DOS 360K is what I chose. I don't even know if this is even an MS-DOS game, but you know, it's whatever. I wasn't born around the MS-DOS period, so it's not like I would know. It's about done, almost. Successfully read disk. Oh, stop, yay. It even says yay, like that. So now if I go in here, whoops, I know you open Microsoft Store. Now if I go in here, yeah, look at that. Disk image, oh, it's corrupted. Well, we can probably try to find a way around that by watching videos. Let's try the other one now. Alright, so I have the second one in there now. It's working happy again. Dick. So yeah, I should mention that I think this floppy controller only works with 5 1/4 inch drives. I may have mentioned that, whatever. So yeah, you can get 3 1/2 inch external drives like that if you want to do this for Windows 10 on 3 1/2 inch floppies. But for 5 1/4 inch, if you have newer motherboards, a newer motherboard doesn't have a floppy controller or whatever, then you need to do this weird setup like I'm doing. Otherwise, if you have an older computer and you somehow got Windows 10 running on it, I can kind of find that hard to imagine, but if you did, great. You can try and get that to work, probably. But yeah, so I gotta find a way to run this now. Alright, so I emailed device side data and they said that in order to open the image file, you basically, it depends on the disk type. But like, you know, there's Commodores, there's Apple, whatnot, MS-DOS. So he sent me a link to this after I emailed them. This is not where you order the FC5025. That will be in the description for the order page, but he said go to image file compatibility 2/3 of the way down on this particular HTML list, and it says, I should basically read it. It says disk images produced by the FC5025 are compatible with the following software. For Apple DOS 3.3 and Pro DOS disk images, you can use AppleWin, which is an Apple IIE emulator, or however you would say that, but it's actually meant to be pronounced. Cider Press, Disk Image Manager, Kegs, Apple to get Apple something emulator, Sweet 16 Apple something emulator. And so Apple Win is free open source for Windows. CyberPress is free open source for Windows. Kegs is free open source for Linux, Mac, and Windows. Sweet 16 is for Mac OS X only, freeware as well. Virtual, I don't know why there's two brackets in there, but virtual Apple 2, 2 Plus, and 2E emulators, I'm guessing. Commercial free elevation for Mac OS X, and many others. The software included with the FC5025 also includes a built-in browse mode for copying individual files. So, I totally forgot this was even in here. So, yeah, you can browse disk contents. You see it reading here. You probably hear it reading the disk, and you can basically copy that, I guess, in some way, shape, or form. I don't know how that would work, but you could, I guess, copy it. But anyways, for Commodore 1541 disk images, you can use Vice, which is a Commodore 64 emulator, which is free, open source for Linux, Macs, Windows, and others. I guess Solaris. They're not really mentioning Solaris in here. I don't know why, but whatever. I guess they didn't test that. I don't blame them because Solaris is not popular at all. For MS-DOS disk images, you can use DOSBox, which is what I tried using, but it's literally the most confusing thing in the world. Like, I don't know any type of command like this. So, which is an MS-DOS emulator. It's free, open source for Linux, Mac, Windows, and others. Now, you'd use a command line like image mount a disk dot image, img mount a disk dot image, img dash t floppy. I'll try that after this. From the DOSBox prompt. Mac OS X Finder. What? Mac OS X Finder. Double click the .image file to access the contents. mTools Disk Utilities. Free source, open for Linux and others. You use a command line like mdir-i disk.image. WinImage, Disk Image Manager. Commercial 30-day free elevation for Windows. That's gonna suck. You can also use 7-zip, which I have 7-zip. It's a free archiver, free / open source for Windows and others. However, it only works with 1.2 M disks, not 360K disks. www.7zip.org is the official 7-zip site. Avoid other lookalike sites, by the way. You should probably take note of that. It includes a built-in browse mode for copying individual files from MS-DOS disks. We already saw that. For TI-99/4A disk images, you can use V9T9, which is a TI-99/4A emulator. Shareware for MS-DOS. For MS-DOS. Wait, what? Does that mean Windows? I don't know. Whatever, dude. Or you can also use Win99/4A TI-40. TI-99/4A simulator. Ooh. Freeware for Windows. Device side data is not affiliated with the software vendors in this list. Cool. I mean, I don't see why you would be. You would be. So I'm going to try to use DOSBox. I'm not going to attempt to use 7-zip. So it says img mount a disk.img. Copy this. So now I don't know how to use this, so I literally just simply typed what it said on the website, and it just says the image must be on a host or local drive. I don't know what that means. I guess I'm really just gonna give up on getting this thing to work. So until a later time, maybe this thing is just gonna have to go away. At least we know it works. We got to the point where we got the disk image on the computer. So at least we know it works with Windows 10, even though the website claims that it doesn't work with Windows 10 at all, for all I know. I should also mention what you can use this, what operating system you can use this on, for those who are wondering. From Linux, it was tested on 2.6.24 x86. For Mac OS X, it was tested on PPC 10.4.11 Tiger, Intel 10.6.4 Snow Leopard, Intel 10.7.2 Lion, Intel 10.8.2 Mountain Lion, and Intel 10.12.6 Sierra. For Windows, it was tested on 98 SE, XP Service Pack 3, Windows 7 32-bit and 64-bit, as well as Windows 8 32-bit and 64-bit, and as you can see here, it's clearly working on Windows 10 64-bit, so I can only imagine it works on Windows 10 32-bit. And you probably have better luck on 32-bit Windows 10, because Windows 10 64-bit for some reason does not seem to work well 16-bit applications, which sucks, but I don't care. It seems to be working for me in a way. But yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna give up on trying to get this, trying to actually use the image file. Yeah, so that's that, I guess, guys. There's really not much left to conclude this video. I think I've worked on this video for long enough, so I hope you all enjoy this video, and I'll see you all later. Bye!